Oh, y'all ain't ready. Y'all not ready. But I am. Ooh. Oh, my. And the crowd goes wild. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the Big Time Show is on the air. And you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not even worried about who here and who not here, because right now as we speak, there are people that are scrolling and they won't click in. They won't click in. They're not gonna click in, but they're watching and listening. They're not gonna click in. So the numbers can be kind of misconstrued because I mean, just like we done made Gilly stop dancing, he don't even dance confident no more. I saw him do his little dance this morning. He don't even sing read. He still talking about the Cowboys. Knowing they got to play the Bears, he's still talking about the Cowboys. You know, and the haters. If you notice, your Facebook accounts have. You're almost wondering if people close their accounts. You understand? You almost wonder have they gotten off social media? You can tell that when the Cowboys win, it really messes people. It does. They can't stand it, especially after a day like yesterday. But to all of you that have been listening to my show, and I got people in here that have, all you people that are on YouTube and all you that are scrolling but you don't want to pop in. Yeah, I know. You might as well pop in because I hate to toot my own horn, but toot. Yeah. Now y'all got to listen to me now. See, ain't no surprise to the content creators at all. You know, those, especially those of us that are in the DC universe. You know, we've been telling y'all what's getting ready to happen ever since the trade went down. I know I have. See, one thing about me, I don't erase my shows. My shows are there for you to go look back. Just go back and look and see what I said when we made the move to get Quentin Williams. I told y'all what was getting ready to happen. Y'all didn't want to hear me though. You didn't want to hear me. I'm gonna get to the game in just a second, but y'all didn't want to hear me. I told you what was getting ready to happen. I told you, I said you cannot add all pro production to a team and then even some Pro Bowl caliber type players and then act like that's not gonna make a difference. I told you guys that. I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you that adding Quentin Williams is going to add a double team on him every play. It's going to free everybody else up. I told you that. Y'all didn't want to hear me. Told you to add DeMar Overshown. What I said about him was that if he's anywhere near to what he was, this defense is about to take off. I tried to tell you. Y'all must forget I know football. I played it. Y'all forgot. I told you. I told you what was getting ready to happen. Then most of all, I told you. Y'all come on in. I ain't started yet. Y'all come on in. Y'all coming on in now. I tried to tell you. When everybody started talking about this schedule, after the trade, I told you. I said, well, this defense can't be judged by what you saw in the first 7 to 8 weeks. I told you that. Because you've never had, it's been a long time since we had real dudes. I told you that. Y'all didn't want to hear me though. Y'all didn't want to hear me. I've been told you before the season even started. Once we got George Pickens, I told you that this offense would not be stopped. I told you that. I told you before they took the first game in Philadelphia. I told you that. I told you it's going to be hard to guard this offense. I told you that. I told you. You didn't believe me. Some of y'all didn't believe me. I know, because see, you wanted to attribute everything to the old Cowboys. I get it. You wanted history. You think you're leaning on history. You sound like a Stephen A. Smith person. And now you don't want to talk to me. It's just like right now. All these folks on here. Let me speak to everybody. I'm sorry. Hello to everybody on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. I put it on both my pages today, because I already knew y'all gonna be hiding. Hello to everybody on Kick. I know. And the reason why I know y'all, some of y'all in here, see, y'all ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody put one chat in here. Ain't nobody saying nothing. folk, look, so what I said, folk leaving. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody saying good morning, big time. Ain't nobody saying happy Thanksgiving, big time. Ain't nobody saying nothing to me. But you hear? I mean, ain't nobody saying nothing to me. See, y'all better start listening to some of these content creators that get on here week by week and try to tell you what's going on. We will tell you when the Cowboys are in trouble. We will tell you that. We will tell you when the Cowboys are about to get beat. The honest Cowboy fans. We will tell you that we're going to really struggle this game. We'll tell you it's going to be a rough, tough game. We'll tell you that, hey, we're going to have to, bully up. You're going to have to bully up with somebody, because that's a physical football team. You got to put your big boy pants on. You got to go to work. We will tell you that. We will come on here after a loss and let y'all just shoot at us and all that type of stuff. We would do that. But I can't hit nobody. I can't hit nobody once we ruin your expectations. I can't hit nobody. I can't. I'm waiting on somebody just to say good morning. Hey, hello. I'm not. Boy, the Cowboys, they hurt people. Welcome to the show, y'all. Let's talk. Cowboys beat the Chiefs 31-28. I said 27-23, but I'll take it. A little bit more, but what that goes to show you is that it makes no difference who we playing and whatever. This offense, if you give them the ball enough, they're going to put 30-some-odd points on you. It's just this simple. It really is this simple. It's an offense that cannot be stopped. I don't care what you do. It's too much to deal with. The only thing you can hope for are mistakes. That's it. Major mistakes at critical times, deep into your territory and all that type of stuff. That's the only thing that's going to stop them. The offense is too good. Where do I start? I'm going to tell y'all what I'm super proud of. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm super, super, super proud of. That in this last couple of weeks, the Cowboys have played their quote-unquote big games. These are the games that we usually struggle with. We don't usually win them, actually. We always are in the fight most of the time. But we always seem to, by whatever way, whatever way it is, we always end up with the short end of the stick. And I'm one that has said, kind of wait and see how they get to playing and all that type of stuff. You almost watch the game with your fingers crossed, hoping that you can sneak it out, But for the last 2 weeks, and you don't get no bigger than going against the defending world champions, then the defending AFC champions, and literally beat them up. Yeah. Oh, I know the score was close. We won by 3 both games, but if you watch the game, the Cowboys should have scored 40 against both of them easily. Yesterday is no different. So I start on the defensive side of the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, Quentin Williams makes a world of difference. Did you see how much heat we put on Mahomes yesterday? Y'all see that? I know you saw it. I know you saw it. I know you saw the heat, all the pressures that we put on these guys. Everybody had 5 pressures or something. You got them off his spot. You just annihilated him. I mean, just nonstop. He couldn't really get comfortable at all. That's what you have to do with Mahomes. Mahomes is going to be Mahomes. Great quarterback, no doubt. Hall of Fame dude, no question. Total respect for him, without a doubt. I don't have no problem saying that. He's a great, great, great quarterback. No doubt about that. But we got after him yesterday. And it's not like it ain't been done before, but it made a difference. Some of the throws were off. And it's because of pressure. And it just makes a difference. He got sacked, clowned. What else can you say? Clowney went to work. Kenny Clark, pressure up front. Williams, pressure up front. He's a Raku. Seemed like he was in the backfield every play. What can you say? Overshown looks faster than he did before he got hurt. I mean, literally in every place, tackling for a guy who ain't played football really in a whole year. Tackling is superb, and I'm quite sure he would say he's really not quite there yet. But that's a scary sight. If he's not quite there yet, and he's playing like this now, you're almost scared to see what he's going to be like probably about another 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, Overshown is just a difference maker, along with Williams. The secondary, we got beat up yesterday, y'all. Did y'all notice that we had a lot of people playing in the secondary? Looked like they stood up, though. Oh, I know Rasheed Rice had a great game. But he had to earn those plays off backyard plays, you know what I'm saying? Scrambling and making a crazy catch and all that type of stuff. But overall, everybody played well on defense. Everybody. Even the touchdown catch that Kelsey caught. I mean, that had to be a perfect throw by Mahomes, which it was. And then you got to catch it, which Kelsey did. Ain't nothing new to them two. We talking about two Hall of Fame guys. It ain't no surprise, but I'm talking about the placement of the ball had to be perfect, and then the catch had to be perfect, and it was. No surprise. But you had to be perfect because the Cowboys didn't give absolutely anything away. You had to earn it, which is the main thing. All these fluke, busted coverage, touchdowns, all that seemed to be done now, at least for now. Defense played well. And most importantly, what have I asked on my show? I've asked everybody. I said, can we at least make the punter punt the ball maybe about three more times? Shoot. Cowboys made that punter punt, I think, at least 5 times, which means your offense gets the ball more. You can't ask for much more. To shut down them again, you cannot ask for much more. You can't ask for much more. They came. They did what they were supposed to do. And they held them off long enough for where the offense can do their damage. Now, offensively, I don't care what nobody say. All y'all Dak Prescott haters, y'all might well just be quiet for a minute. Because Dak Prescott probably should be number 2 in MVP voting right now. Matthew Stafford, without a doubt, number 1. Matthew Stafford is the MVP right now. No doubt about that. I give Matthew Stafford his credit. There's nobody playing better than him. I give it to Stafford. I really ain't got no choice. I think what he got, 28 touchdowns and no picks in the last 4-5 weeks. I mean, he just done lost his mind. So I'm gonna give Matthew Stafford his just due. But after him, there is no question. Nobody is playing better football than Dak Prescott. And if you was to say somebody else is playing better than him, you got to go to the defensive side of the ball. Somebody like Myles Garrett, who got dang near, what many sacks he got? 17, 18 already? I mean, that's the only other person. I mean, Michael is playing pretty good too. Michael Parsons is. But Dak Prescott is playing completely out of his mind right now. And it's easy because you got great players, and it's easy. But the main reason why he's playing this way, and nobody really ain't trying to say this, everybody be listening to all the pundit shows today. Everybody's talking about Lamb and Pickens, is justifiably so, and Dak and all that type of stuff. But sooner or later, we got to start looking to where we really need to look, and that is the offensive line. Let me tell y'all something. The offensive line did not allow a sack. They had, Guyton was out. Nate Thomas stepped in. No drop off at all. No hindrance at all. Tyler Booker is dominant. He had to deal with Chris Jones yesterday. I didn't hear Chris Jones' name since the first series. That was it. Karlaftis, whatever his name is, George Karlaftis, or whatever. I didn't hear his name the whole game. No sacks. They tell you Dak Prescott had time, obviously, and when Dak Prescott has time, and you have the kind of receiving core that we have, and that includes Jake Ferguson, and that includes Kevontae Turpin, and that includes whoever else is out there, along with Pickens and Lamb, you're going to have a problem. That's all you saw yesterday. You saw a quarterback who was comfortable, whose line is protecting, and not only protecting, how about opening up these holes for these running backs? I mean, what else you want to see? Devontae Williams had a nice big game again. Malik Davis had a big game, being the number 2 running back. What else can we say? Schottenheimer calling a great game. He's doing stuff that we're not used to. And so I'm one that has questioned it. This ultra aggressiveness that I'm seeing from him it scares me because I'm just not used to it. But he knows his team. He's going for it on 4th downs. He's going for it. I mean, and time when you think he ought to run the ball, shoot, he's throwing bombs. I mean, we deep in our territory with 9 minutes left, and we up by 10, I think, or 7. We're by 7. Shit, man, throw a bomb. I mean, like, huh? The bomb that CD caught. I'm like, we ain't used to that. We be trying to just, get in good field position and get to the 20, and then we'll start our offense. Man, first play action pass, bomb, and CD. We ain't used to that. Going for it on 4th downs and stuff like that. We're not used to that. We're not used to that. Not used to it. And I'm not. It's been a while. I'm looking at it. Javonte, even though he didn't have a lot of yardage, it's his runs that set up everything. It was a gritty type game. He had 17 carries for 59 yards. All those yards are important. Malik Davis, 3 carries for 47 yards. Kevontae Turpin, 3 carries for 33 yards. So what you're saying is that Schottenheimer is not scared to do it in a different type way and get those results. When you add all of it up, guess what? They had over 100 yards between the 3 of them. Over 100, 130 some odd yards. I mean, what do you want to see? CD shut everybody up again, as if you didn't know what he was not gonna do. I mean, come on now. You knew CD was gonna bounce back. He shut everybody up. Just one bad game. And really, in the bad game, he had 4 catches for 75 yards. I mean, come on now. Yes, the drops were there, but he ain't dropped nothing yesterday. So he's back as expected. 7 receptions, 112 yards, touchdown. Come on now. Pickens is unbelievable, as everybody knows. And he's just destroying people with just one route. The slant route, they know it's coming, but he can't stop it. It's just unbelievable. You know it's coming. He just finds a way to get open. Look at the ball distribution. CeeDee Lamb caught 7 catches. Pickens caught 6. Jake Ferguson caught 5. Flournoy caught 3. Devontae caught 2. And Devontae Williams caught 3 out the backfield, and one of them was a touchdown. Schoonmaker caught 1. I mean, where's the complaint? Where is the problem? Where's the issue? I don't know why people. I don't know what else do you need to see before you believe. What else do you need to see? I don't know what else you need to. I really don't. But if you don't believe, just keep watching. It's okay. I want to commend the Cowboys because when it was time, the moment had arrived. You got the lead. It's in your hands, the offensive hands. All you got to do is hold on to the football. That's all you got to do. Make first downs. You don't want to get a ball back to Mahomes. And the only way you can do that is make sure you get your first down and you stared a bully in the face and you took him down. You didn't get a ball back to him. I was so proud of that. I didn't know what to do. The Cowboys, however, if you want to be truthful, here's this ain't got to do with the Cowboys. This just have to do with, I guess, with karma. Here's the part that I noticed, and it's always something that contributes to our losing a close game. It just never fails in these type games. It's always something, whether it's an interception or somebody fumble or a big penalty or something that we always end up getting the short end of the stick traditionally. It's rare when we get the right side. Yesterday, the real truth was that the Cowboys almost did cowboy things like that. It's just like at the worst opportune time, Cowboys find a way to mess it up. It almost happened twice. Dak Prescott almost threw that pick. Should have been one. Very next play, Pickens catches a little pass from Dak, tries to make a move. He fumbles the ball at the 6-yard line. The only difference is, finally, guess what? They didn't catch the interception that Dak threw. Dropped out of their hand. Usually they catch those on us. I don't care what team it is, whatever. They usually catch that. Pickens fumbles the ball. Usually the other team recovers the ball. And now you got to deal with that drama. Can you hold Mahomes from all the way from the 6-yard line to keep him from scoring a field goal? That's usually what happens. This time, Cavante Turpin, who is hustling on the play, finds his way to the football. I said then, finally the sun has shined on us. Those are plays that we usually don't make. And so now, since I seen that, I got to tell y'all. Because see, Cowboy fans we hard to believe because we've been burnt by history so much. We've been struggling with that. You know what? I see y'all. I see what's going on. Why can't I see? Some of y'all are watching me and y'all cannot comment. At least I can't get it. Let me see. I see what's going on. I don't know why. Oh, I see now. Okay, it's just not showing me. Hey, James Golly, I appreciate the super chat. I'm just looking at it. Y'all forgive me. He said, hey, Mr. Big Time, when are you going to talk to those Kansas City content creators? Their show is on Tuesday at noon. That's when they do their show. I messaged the dude yesterday. I just started laughing at him because I said, hey, man. I said, hey, man, y'all, you tell Cam, he all right? You know. Joe, let me speak to everybody because I see it here. Joe, I apologize. Look, I'm looking at it on my phone now. For some reason, I cannot get you guys on here. So I can't see the comments. So I'm gonna have to look this way. I'm gonna have to do a real search. Okay. So y'all forgive me for that. I might as well cut this part here off. There you go. All right. Kaylee, Joe, I see you on YouTube. Leon, how you doing, sir? Joe, Gerald, what's up, cuzzo? B-Bird, what's up? B-Bird, we're gonna do something Saturday. The OGs will not be tonight. It's gonna be on Saturday. James Gary. Time 188. All right. Timo. What's going on? All right. I done visited. I visited YouTube. I got to catch up. Let me now go to Facebook. What is going on here? Oh, man. Okay. All right. Something's going wrong here with my stuff, but let me see who on there. I do see y'all on Big Time Show page. What's going on? I think it's something that I did. All right. Let me see if I can on this page. All right. I got all y'all. I see y'all keys on there. Pastor Anderson, what's going on? Matthew Colley, I see you. Okay, I see y'all over there. Let me make sure. I don't know what happened to my Big Time Show page. I don't like it. But I'm here. All right, just keep going. All right, so y'all got to be patient because I'm going on my phone here, so I'm just going switching up. All right. All right. They're done. Philly, they need to stop worrying about the Cowboys so much. Everybody's still talking about the Cowboys in Philly. I saw Gilly do his little dance. He even seemed like he had no confidence at all. Talking about it like candy and all that type of stuff. He still look hurt. I couldn't do nothing but laugh at him. That fake confidence. Better hope they look. Philly better win tonight. They better win. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And as far as the Chiefs goes, let me say this because you know how ESPN and everybody else do. As soon as the Cowboys beat a team, then that team that was supposedly good before kickoff, now all of a sudden when the Cowboys beat them, now they bad. So we ain't gonna even let that happen. Everybody jumped on Kansas City bandwagon and all that type of stuff. Stay on it. Oh Lord. No. Y'all stay right on it. Don't even try it. Kansas City still got Mahomes and all that. I don't even want to hear it. We beat them. Bottom line. Now, when you looked at the schedule, mostly everybody looked at these three games, because mostly everybody said, okay, this is going to determine the season. Okay. Well, if that is the case, let's not move the goalpost now. Let's just stay with it. If that is the case, so far 2 out of 2 ain't too bad, is it? Sound like you're batting 1,000 to me. Okay? So let's just be realistic and let's be honest. 2 out of 2. Now, here come Detroit. Or we going to Detroit. At this point, I realize who the Detroit Lions are. I know what they got. I know they got Gibbs, the running back. I understand that. I get it. I get it. I understand they got golf. I understand that. I understand they got. I don't think Amar St. Brown gonna be playing though. He messed up his ankle yesterday, and so I don't think that he's going to be nowhere to be found on that. I don't think he's going to be able to play. I don't know. It look like a very high ankle sprain, whatever. Hey, K. I don't know where they ain't nowhere to be found, man. You know, I'm gonna have to hunt them down. They show us on Tuesday at noon. I already messaged them. Unfortunately, I'll be at work when they do it, so I can't be on with them. I sure would like to go back. Cause I told them what was gonna happen, didn't I? Y'all saw the show. You remember he told me how raggedy Dak Prescott is, and he ain't a top 10 quarterback. And y'all remember all that? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Like, he's saying that they defense was gonna shut down Pickens and Lamb and Steve Spagnuolo and all that. I said, you crazy all that though. Can't nobody go one-on-one with our guys. Nobody. He tried it. I believe he would try something quite different now. I don't know where they at. We gonna try to. I'm gonna tune in to their show. I'm gonna be in their chat. I might share it on my page, y'all, so we can go back and see what they got to say. Cause I'm anxiously awaiting to hear the excuses. It's the real truth is we should beat Kansas City by at least 10 points. I'm gonna say 14. We should have beat them by 14 easily. I'm serious. It was that the score don't say it, but really, truthfully, the defense again. Let me see. Oh, the final score 31-28. Okay, let's go with that late touchdown. But we were playing real zone then, but we really shut them down in the second half. We really did. We really shut them down in the first half. To be honest with you, we look real good, man. Defense looks outstanding. Yeah. And so, hey, Frederick, I see you on YouTube. When it comes to Detroit, I know they got Aiden Hutchinson. I realize that. But I'm going to go and say it like this. Detroit ain't never seen an offense like this. I ain't saying Detroit can't shut it down because any given Sunday, but look, it's going to be difficult. Detroit ain't seen nothing like us. See, the Cowboys are so loaded on offense. They dictate how you play them. You can't say, if you're a man defense, in other words, your secondary, you play a single high safety and you just go man defense. You can't do that against Cowboys. You can't. You can't take the chance. You're going to get ate alive. You got to run a too high safety. And then when you do that, here comes Javonte Williams and Malik Davis and whoever else going to run the ball. Because you're going to have a light box. I mean, the Cowboys are a difficult offense to prepare for. And as soon as everybody just go and tell the truth, even all you haters out there, the way you play, please blitz us. Please. Kansas City tried to do that yesterday. Please blitz us. You better make sure you get home. Because if you don't, you finna get cracked. The tape gonna speak for itself. And like I said before, everybody's talking about the skill positions. But as quiet as it's kept, this offensive line, if dare I say, is dominating. Let me even detail it just a little bit more. Tyler Booker, when we played the Giants, that's Dexter Lawrence. I didn't hear Dexter Lawrence's name when we played the Giants. Hello. We'll just go last week. Jaden Carter came in with all that hype, like he did, whatever he is. He's a great player. I didn't hear Jaden Carter's name against Philadelphia. I didn't hear it. Y'all starting to notice a little trend right there. Yesterday, the great Chris Jones from Kansas City, All-Pro. Multiple time All-Pro player. Dominant defensive tackle. I didn't hear his name yesterday except that first series. I didn't hear his name the rest of the game. Do y'all know why? There's a gentleman on our line by the name of Tyler Booker. I'm going to say it again. I didn't hear Dexter Lawrence's name. I didn't hear Jaden Carter's name. I didn't hear Chris Jones' name yesterday. I didn't hear nobody. Kalafis, whatever. I didn't hear his name, George Kalafis. I didn't hear his name yesterday. Dak didn't have one sack. Not one sack. He hit the ground a couple times. But for this line, and keep in mind, as I said earlier, when you lose your starting left tackle, usually that's a hindrance. I'm just saying, Nate Thomas did the job, didn't he? I ain't hear nobody from Kansas City. They front four was I didn't hear anything. And we could run the ball. We could do everything we wanted to do. Doesn't matter execution. So this offensive line, ladies and gentlemen, deserves a lot of credit. A lot of credit. And I think people need I think a lot of people are gonna start leaning that way now. Because these have been, when you're going against considered probably the best defensive tackles in the game, Booker has done an outstanding job. Matter of fact, let me go on, say it now. I said it before last game. I said that if Tyler Booker handles Chris Jones, I said that he should start getting his name called for All-Pro consideration. I'm already past the Pro Bowl. I think Tyler Booker is a Pro Bowl guard in his rookie year. And see, some of y'all ain't paid attention all year, but all you got to do is go back to the first game and just watch him. That's all you got to do. Watch. Look and see how he handles these guys. That's all you need to go look at. I'm saying Tyler Booker is a Pro Bowl guard, but I'm saying now, based off the people that he went against and had them one-on-one, yeah. I didn't say he should be All-Pro. I just said he should be in consideration for All-Pro. I know he's not Quentin Nelson, and I know he's not Trey Smith, and even Tyler Smith on the other side. You only get 4 You got a first team All-Pro and a second team All-Pro. So there's 4 guards. I said consideration. I'm not saying he's, a top 4 offensive guard in the league, but he ain't too far behind. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I got some haters in here. I appreciate them. Oh, y'all, you say Cowboys? Who is this? Zoo Boy? You say Cowboys still not making the playoffs? You may be absolutely right. I can't argue with you on that. Because we moved from what, a 9% chance. Then after yesterday, we moved it up to a 19%. That ain't good. I agree, Zoo Boy, you may have a good point. Cowboys may not be making the playoffs. They gotta, the way I look at it is they gotta run the table. They gotta run the table. So far, considering the Raider game, I'm putting the Raider game in because after the Arizona game, every game became a must-win game. So the must-win games, the way I look at it, is we 3-0. Raiders, Eagles, Chiefs. We 3-0. I mean, just exactly. One game, I agree. Was this Roger? One game at a time? I totally agree with you. But since the games are over, since we lost to Arizona, that Monday night game, Cowboys put their back against the wall and they had to win just about every game to even be thinking about a playoff spot. And so far, they 3 for 3. Yeah. Okay. Little boy say he's a Cowboy fan. Yeah, but see, the problem is though, I wish I could pull it up here. The problem is, I'm not worried about the division unless Philly loses tonight, which I doubt very seriously. I just think Chicago ain't ready. I think Chicago finna collapse. I think Philly gonna win tonight. But just in case Chicago pull it off and beat Philly, ladies and gentlemen, then we only 1 game behind Philly for the division. Now, I thought the division was totally out of the way. My eyes are set, if we talking playoffs, is on that last spot, which is held by San Francisco. And they've lost 4 games. We lost 5. That's more reachable. And we got 5, 6 games left, or whatever it is. Lot can happen for that. But we got to win. We got to handle our business and then let the chips fall where they may. And so that's what I was looking at, that last wild card spot. The division, to me, I thought was completely out of reach. So I ain't thinking about that. I'm looking at that last wild card spot. But if you're only telling me the 49ers only got 4 losses and we got 5, I mean, we right there. We didn't got no tiebreaker against San Francisco. Now, if you're telling me about Carolina, but see, this is what I'm saying. When it comes to Carolina and even Seattle, who's leading the division, but they got 3 losses. Okay, everybody's getting ready to play each other these last few weeks in their division. All these division games are tough. And if you're going to sit there and tell me that Carolina, for instance, who's ahead of us only because they beat us, okay, if you're sitting there telling me that Carolina about to go undefeated, I can't see that. I can't see that. So I think we're going to overtake Carolina by nature, just by wins and losses. Tiebreakers are only needed when you got the same record. So, I don't know. All I'm saying is there's a lot of football left. And even though it's 19%, Cowboys have put themselves in a position where another win, let me put it this way, you keep winning, your odds keep going up. Went from 9 to 19. That ain't really saying nothing, but it's better than 9. If you win against Detroit, I'm quite sure we're going to be probably within the 30% range. So every win makes you climb. And so we took care of Jalen Hurts, took care of Patrick Mahomes. Now we got to go see our old friend, Mr. Goff, in his house at Detroit. Now, I'm going to tell you this I can tell you this right off the top about Detroit. And I really ain't in a preview for them yet because I need to watch them because, see, Amar St. Brown probably look like he's going to miss time. That's a big loss for them. Of course, they still got Jameson Williams and they got an all-world running back in Gibbs. And Montgomery is tough, too. Laporte, the tight end, did not play yesterday, but I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's coming back. I don't know. Detroit is banged up. Okay? They're not the same offense. They're not. And so we got to look, I ain't hoping nobody stay hurt and all that type of stuff, but I'm just saying it is what it is. If you got backup guys in there, then you're not the same offense. You're running the same plays, but you're not the same offense. But one thing about Detroit that I do know without even looking at one piece of film, the Detroit Lions are a physical, hit you in your mouth football team. I don't care who playing. I don't care who the backups are. They are a physical, beat you up, hit you in your mouth football team. They are. You're going to earn everything you get when you play Detroit. That I do know. I can tell you right off the top what the Cowboys got to do. The word is called physicality. You're going to have to match them. You're going to have to match that physicality to even have a chance. If you come out here finesse, if you come out here letting them dictate, line of scrimmage and all that type of stuff, you're going to get your brains beat out. That I do know about Detroit. You can't let a game record like Hutchinson destroy you. You can't let that happen. And he's not the only one that's on their defense. You just gonna have to go to work. But I will say again, I'm gonna say this again about Detroit. I don't care who it is. Everybody gave all that credit to Spagnuolo in Kansas City yesterday, and it wasn't no problem at all. It was no problem at all. The offense did what they had to do. I'm telling you right now, whatever Detroit does as far as them how they play, Detroit is gonna have to change up. They ain't seen an offense like this. Not like this. Not like this. Green Bay beat them yesterday, and they, Jordan Love looked like a superstar. He had time, and he found his guys, and he threw the ball on them. If y'all watched the game yesterday, Jordan Love, they threw the ball on him. Okay. If you think Jordan Love did something yesterday, what do you think Dak Prescott is going to do? That's all I'm going to say. Jordan Love didn't hit that ground too much. Josh Jacobs looked good when he got the ball, so they could get ran on. The backup running back did pretty decent, but hey, I'm just saying, I know it's a different team and all that. I know everybody play extra hype when they play the Cowboys. I understand all that. I understand that, but look, I don't see why we can't go in there and do some damage. I don't see why. I don't see why not. I'm serious. I'm not scared of Detroit. I know you got to be physical, but I ain't scared of. I'm not. I wasn't scared of the. I wasn't scared of the Eagles. I was not scared. Excuse me. I wasn't scared of Kansas City. As great as Mahomes is, I'm not scared of Detroit. I agree, Zoo Boy. I agree. I agree 1,000,000% with you. Every game is different. Any given Sunday, no argument. No argument. I 1,000,000% agree with you. No problem. But I got confidence in the offense. I done seen it all year. I done seen this offense do this same thing all year. It's been pretty consistent. Yeah, I see. There it is. Wait, Justin. Okay, now I can see y'all. Yes, Facebook said, okay, let them go. Hey, if you're on YouTube, Zoo Boy, I don't remember you. Maybe you had another name by the handle or whatever. But if you're watching and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would be honored if you would give me your subscription. As far as subscribe to the channel there. I would appreciate it if you haven't already done it. I appreciate Justin. What's going on, man? Appreciate you popping in on me. Also, all of you that are on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope that you would consider doing that. And I'd even go a step further. You see that? Do me a favor here. I need everybody to just do it. If you're on YouTube, I need you to hit that bottom right super chat button, the $sign there. All right, you'll see that. You should see super stickers, super chat, membership giving. I would like for you to, I don't do this often, but I'll do it today since I'm looking at it. This is my first time looking at it on the phone. So I'm just doing it now. If you notice that membership button, of course you can do the super chat. You know what that means. Super chat is when you put money there, and then if you patronize it that way, I highlight your comment right there, and you'll be able to see it and all that type of stuff. But I want to introduce you to that membership there. If you push that button, membership, you see that? You see how much it is? That's what I asked for, but you can do anything else. It comes out of your card a month. You can do that if you so desire. I don't broadcast that, but there it is there. Hope you consider that one as well. Appreciate you on that. All right. Zoo Boy said, who's the scariest team other than us? And you're right. I'm not scared of the Rams either, but they are formidable and got a great coach who is a offensive wizard. And the truth of the matter is, they have exactly what we have, because Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua are just as potent as Pickens and Lamb. Now, if you was to say, well, who's better than Pickens and Lamb, I would say there's an argument that could be made that Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, we may have to talk because Stafford is lighting it up. I'm serious. He is. I can't deny it. I give him credit. It's the truth. And you can't go one-on-one with them. You see what I'm saying? That's why the Rams are so dominant, because they got almost the same thing we got. They got a pretty good running back in Williams. They have an excellent quarterback in Stafford, and then they got a pretty good tight end, just like we got, and then they got two bona fide killers at wide receiver. The Rams are doing it. I don't know who it is. Maybe we copying them. I don't know. But it's almost the same thing. And all you need, you don't got to have the number one defense in the league when you got an offense that can dang near put up 30 a game. The Rams got the same thing. I'm serious. The Rams and the Cowboys, seriously, I'm serious, yeah, almost mirror images of each other offensively. That's why, the Rams didn't have a bad start like we had, because they had a defense. We didn't. That's the only difference. Now that the trades are gone, that have happened, and you got the people coming back from injury, now you starting to see exactly what we've been saying. The Cowboys, look, just to show it, let me ask y'all, are the Cowboys going to be the 31st ranked defense in the league now? Oh, no. No way. They've elevated that in the last couple of weeks. No way. No way. No way. And it's only going to get better. Barring injury, of course. I thought I saw a tweet today, and y'all may not like it, but I love it, actually. I saw a tweet today that said Jared Jones said that Trayvon Diggs would be suiting up for the Cowboys against Detroit. I don't care what y'all say. Trayvon Diggs is an upgrade to whatever cornerback we had over there. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Your defense didn't get worse. It don't get worse by putting in Trayvon Diggs. It does not get worse. It gets better. I ain't saying it just go to astronomical levels, but your defense is gonna get better when you put in Trayvon over there. I'm just telling y'all, it's look now. It is going to get even better. Everybody hit that like button for me, if you don't mind. Hit that like button for me. Hit that heart button. Them hearts count. When you hit them heart buttons for me on YouTube, y'all hit that heart button or hit that like button on Facebook. It tells the algorithm there's something going on that show that we might need to put this show in front of other people's faces that he's not subscribed to. Y'all hit that heart button for me, man. Y'all hit that heart button for me. Smash it about 20 times. Everybody just do it quick, like bam, 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 bam. Like that. Hit it. See how quick you're doing it. See, I appreciate it. Some of y'all hitting it for me. Thank you, man. I can't see who doing it, but thank you. I'm looking at YouTube now. Now I appreciate you. Y'all smash it. Everybody on YouTube, if you don't mind, help your boy out. Just smash it about 20 times. Just like that. See, I did it in 5 seconds. See how my thumb moved? Y'all hit it like that. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. Listen, no reason to feel bad. You ought to have some optimism. We got Quinn Williams. Made a big difference. And let me say this, and I'll close with this. Everybody kept saying this. You can't count Pickens because we got Pickens before Micah Parsons got traded. So I'm not counting Pickens, at least from this standpoint. But A lot of people said when we traded Parsons away, you know, if you're really being true, you would have to say, okay, the way we evaluate the Michael Parsons trade, you can't do it until we use all what we got back from Green Bay. In other words, we got one draft pick that's going to happen, an extra first round for this coming up draft. We traded away one of those first round picks to the Jets so that we can get Quinn Williams. So the Michael Parsons trade produced, would take away the first round pick. This is what it's produced so far. It's produced Kenny Clark. It's produced another first round draft pick. It has produced Quinn Williams. That's so far. I don't know if we gotta wait until we draft. I think Jerry has hit the jackpot. Because you got Kenny Clark and Quinn Williams because of the trade? Really? Seriously, really? Oh, I'm sorry. And you got Logan Wilson? Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. And you ain't just got him for this year. You got him for next year too, right? Oh, okay. So the trade has produced. I'm throwing away one of those first round picks because we got it for Quinn. So Quinn becomes that. Quinn Williams, Kenny Clark, Logan Wilson, and you got one other first round pick. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think Jerry won. I don't need to see who we gonna pick in the first round. We got 2 picks in the first round. I don't need to see who. I don't need to see who we picking. We done won the draft. We won the trade. What's up, Chris? I don't have to wait until the draft next year. We won. Now, if Kenny Clark, I'll say if Kenny Clark leaves, I still say we won because we had him this year. And you can see the play. I don't have to wait until the draft to see what we gonna get in the draft, and then I'll be able to tell you if the Cowboys, if Jerry really won that trade. I'm telling you, we won the trade. Quinn Williams, Kenny Clark, Logan Wilson, and we still got another pick in the first round from this coming up draft. Let me tell you something. I don't need to see nothing else. We got 2 picks in the first round. One of them we were going to get naturally. The other one, of course, is the Green Bay pick. We got 2 picks in the first round, and I wouldn't be surprised. And let me go break it down to you now. If the Cowboys are not drafted in the top 15, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys trade that Green Bay pick, especially because the Green Bay pick is going to be in the lower part of the first round. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys, because some folks gonna be desperate trying to get back in the first round. And if a player is there that that's not there that we want, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys trade that first pick away and get some more picks. Green Bay, for instance, because everybody started talking Super Bowl again with Green Bay. Okay, let's just say, for instance, Green Bay make the NFC Championship game. Okay, if Green Bay make the NFC Championship game, Green Bay is that pick that we got is gonna be right at 29. Frederick, I don't know if Caleb Downs is gonna be there, last that long. I hope he do, but I doubt it. I don't think Caleb Downs is gonna be there at 29 or 28. And if the Cowboys ain't zeroed in on a certain dude, now I will say that the Cowboys, y'all see, the question is gonna be, are we gonna re-sign Clowney or are you gonna let him go? Are you gonna re-sign Kenny Clark? You see what I'm saying? These are the questions that is gonna happen a little bit later on. Okay, so if they are gone and you don't want to give them no more money, then because see, Clowney has played himself into some more money. What do you have? Two sacks yesterday. American flag. Jared Jones came out on 105.3, 105.3 today, and said that Diggs will suit up against Detroit. And that came out of Jared Jones now. Well, I'm going to lean with Jerry because it sounds like he could have played yesterday. But they let him get through this. I believe he's going to play against Detroit. Okay? So that only makes it better. If Green Bay is 27, 28, or 29, if it ain't a targeted dude there, Butler's been ready since week 5, man. They just won't put him on, Fred. If you don't believe, go look at Josh Butler's tweet. He probably pulled it down. But he said, I've been ready since week 5, ready to go. Now, why would he do that? In other words, he's frustrated because he's not playing. And for a good reason. They keep him there because you need the defensive tackle. But Butler's been ready to play. So, Cleveland ain't gonna let him go. Good idea, American flag, but Cleveland ain't gonna let him go. Myles Garrett ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. You can let that one go, American flag. I like it, but that's all. There ain't nothing wrong with it, Frederick. You got to make a decision. You know, it's kind of like when you had on IR. It's kind of like Diggs right now. Diggs, they, you got to serve it out. Butler's not even the practice squad guy. He just practicing. He just ain't played. You got to make a decision on your 53 at your bottom. Are you going to carry, 5 or 6 defensive linemen? Are you going to carry X amount of secondary guys? And then, of course, when you do that, somebody going to be inactive. It's kind of like Perrion Winfrey. Winfrey is ready to go. Just can't get on. They won't activate him. A healthy scratch. It's kind of like Jadon Blue. You don't need Blue anyway, but I'm saying he's a healthy scratch. See what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with him. Just healthy scratches. That's what's wrong with Butler. But at this point, they Butler probably won't get a chance to play anyway, to be honest with you, because they like Reddy Stewart and they like that Briggs guy, Bridges. You know what I'm saying? That they ain't finna sit them down for Butler. That ain't finna happen. I believe they like Carson. I believe they make some more room for him. But somebody got to sit down. So I don't think Butler. I don't see Butler getting on the field unless an injury happens. I don't see it. Okay, but let me get back to that scenario. I see some of y'all draft lovers are gonna be mad if the Cowboys don't use that first round pick. That's probably gonna be in the 2026 and on down, because Green Bay is a good football team and they got a chance. So if Green Bay is drafted late in the first round and the Cowboys don't, zero it in, it's going to be some teams going to be desperate to get back in the first round, especially if the Cowboys re-sign a lot of these guys. It ain't going to be no real holes. You going to draft for depth. I get it. But as far as, you ain't going to be really drafting for a starter. Unless it's Caleb Downs or somebody. I can see that. But Everybody else, we just loading the gun clip with real good players that's gonna be drafted in the first round. That's gonna get some time and all that type of stuff. I wouldn't be surprised the Cowboys trade back. I know I'm way ahead, but I'm just saying. We got Green Bay's first round pick. Green Bay is gonna be pretty good. At least I think. I think they're gonna be somewhere there close to the end. I think. And then we got to make a decision. Saying Caden Kroger, thank you. We got to make a decision on Javonte Williams. Javonte done played himself into some money. He was on a 1-year deal. How much money? I don't know. I know they're projecting the salary cap to be over $300 million next year. So $10 million ain't nothing. I don't think Cowboys gonna want to pay that because they ain't gonna want to pay that. So it's gonna be interesting to see what we do with Javonte Williams. We got some decisions to make. I'm just saying, based off that, then you'll kind of figure out how way we'll go with running back. But that's weeks on down the road. We just have to see. But 1 week at a time. Let's go. Let's hit the stop and rewind button real quick. Detroit, biggest game of the year, and everybody know it. That's why they're gonna be locked in. They're gonna be focused. They know they can't afford to lose. They know it. It ain't no relaxation. They started talking their way last night. If you listen to any of the press conferences, they know. The analytics say it's only 19% chance, even with beating Kansas City, that the Cowboys will make the playoffs. They know. If they talking about making the playoffs now. If they talking about making the playoffs, they know they can't lose. Not this week. They got to keep rolling. And let me say this, and y'all clip this out. If the Cowboys don't make the playoffs, then what? I will say this. Then we're already off to an incredible start for next year. And it ain't no doubt about that. If they don't make the playoffs, what they're doing right now in their own way is putting the NFL on notice. If they don't make the playoffs. And see, the big question would be George Pickens or whatever. If you ask me, I think they're going to tag him because Pickens done played himself into some major money. And it is what it is. He's going to be an all-pro wide receiver. He got over 1,100 yards right now with about, 6 games to go? 5 or 6 games left. Come on. This dude going to be probably right at 1,500 yards. Yeah, it's going to be the Thursday night game, late. This dude going to be all-pro. And he might very well be first team all-pro this year. If you had to vote right now, then George Pickens would be first team all-pro. So his money is about to be crazy. And look, that's going to be the first domino. Now, the Cowboys can play cheap and risk and see how he going, you got the franchise tag. I think the franchise tag for a wide receiver as of right now probably going to be somewhere right at $30 million a year. So you can put that on him. I don't see why you wouldn't do that. And I don't see why you would do that. It is going to be what it's going to be. If I were them, I would give him somewhat of maybe about a 2-year deal, something worth probably about 6 to 8 million. 2 years, 6 to 8, that'll average out to be 30, 33, 34 million. Take the chances. And he shouldn't be the highest paid wide receiver in the game off 1 year. I couldn't commit to that. But if you give him about 2 years, 30, somewhere between 33 and 35 a year, he's earned that. You can't avoid it. I don't think, let CD lip poke out all you want. He shouldn't get paid more than CD. CD got too much on the resume for George Pickens. You got 1 good year compared to CD's 4 or 5 good years. You shouldn't get paid more than CD. You need to be right under him, though. Right under him. 34, 33. I think give him 2 years. We'll revisit it after that. Give me 2 more years of what I'm saying now, then we're going to break the bank for you. Still be young, we'll do that. But I'm not going to give you no 4, 5 year deal, and you only had 1 great year. That's me. Y'all might say, go on, pay him. I can't do it. And plus, I know Jerry, we already had this bout with his agent. He's the same agent as Michael Parsons, Dave Mogetta, my fraternity brother. And you're going to have to deal with him now. All that mess talking about, I don't want to talk to the agent. I had a handshake agreement. You ain't getting no handshake agreement no more. You got to talk to this dude. And Mogetta is known for getting extra money. And, I think that if you're looking at a contract, I think you probably need to look at T. Higgins' contract as the base. Yes, you can tag him and try to work it out during the season. But you got a deadline to match before it's all over with. You got the deadline to get it done. And I think that's the route that they're going to go. The question probably is going to be, because Pickens is a little different, because this is where they'll start, trying to charge him. They'll start talking about his character, and they'll try to use some of this stuff that he done on the field. They'll use that he was late. Him and CD was late. You know how the Cowboys are. They try to tear your character down. And they'll use that and say, well, we don't know if we really can invest. We hate to give him the money, and then he's missed every practice. He missed every film session. And he started, see, that's when they'll start doing. That's why I said, you're going to have to sign him. You hate to sign him to a franchise tag and a 1-year deal is the same thing. You don't want that. You got to sign him to at least a 2-year deal. And go ahead and mark that bad boy up. 2 years, $6 to $8 million, 2 years, $6 to $7 million, whatever. That's an average of about $33, $34 million a year. Hey, see where he at? He might ask for, Mogetta probably asked for 37. And you can't pay him one, and then you work the number down from there. But Pickens going to put the numbers up. As long as he's healthy, Pickens is going to be a first-team All-Pro this year. Because you finally got to see him when he had a quarterback. And then you see he's going to have about 1,500 yards. He's going to be double digits in touchdowns. He got 8 right now. He's going to get in at least 2 more times. He's going to be double digits in touchdowns. He's going to be a Pro Bowler. He's going to be a first-team All-Pro. Probably no lower than a second-team All-Pro. And the resume is going to be right there for Jerry. It's going to be like, God dang, woo, we didn't expect this. And he earned it. And then you're going to have Schottenheimer. You're going to have Dak Prescott. You're going to have CeeDee Lamb. You're going to have this whole team that's going to be in the press begging for him to stay. That's what's going to happen. They're not going to let him walk out there. He's going to get tagged minimum. The Jerry ain't going to let this go. There's no way. No way. It's not going to happen. You either going to sign him or you going to tag him. It's one or the other. Now, he'll be a Cowboy next year, regardless. Now, let me close. I said I was going to close with that. Let me say this. When you look at everything that we've done, 2 things. Jerry Jones, man, y'all gonna have to get off Jerry this year. He's done it. He's done it. He let the coaches coach. He got Pickens. He got Quentin Williams. He got Kenny Clark. He got Logan Wilson. I don't know what else y'all want. He got Javonte Williams. I mean, and we didn't really know about Javonte until that, you know. But when you add it all up, this has to be one of the greatest off-season acquisitions ever. Because Jerry went out and got some dogs. He switched the philosophy. It ain't about the draft. It was about going to get some dogs. Pickens, dog. Quinn Williams, dog. Kenny Clark, dog. Logan Wilson, dog. Javonte Williams, dog. I don't know how everybody can say anything about Jerry this year. If he don't do nothing else, he's done enough this year. The coaches, he letting Schottenheimer coach. Let Schottenheimer get his staff. The only thing he had was Eberflus. And let me say something about Eberflus. The players have proven that if you get the right players in the scheme, our defense look totally different. It's the same scheme. But you done inserted Overshown. You done inserted Quinn Williams. You done inserted three of them in at the same time. Osa, Kenny Clark, and Quinn Williams in the same lineup at the same time. Look, you done had Logan Wilson back there. Sanborn ain't playing no more. Hello? You can't tell me that the right players don't make a difference. That's what Jerry did. Go ahead and give it to Steven too. Ain't nothing y'all can say now. They done shut my mouth. You can't do nothing but give Jerry credit this year. He did it. And if they don't go to the playoffs, they dug themselves in the hole. But one thing you can say, I'm going to give it to you again. If they don't make the playoffs, they have made a great start for next year. I ain't say good start, great start. Because everybody that we just called out, with the exception of, I'm sorry, he added Jadeveon Clowney too. Hello. Y'all see Clowney playing out his mind? I mean, look at the dogs that you done put on this team. I can't do nothing. I know y'all don't like Jerry. I know. But this year, salute. I know y'all don't like Steven. I know. I question them too. But hey, this year, salute. Oh, they did it. They went against their total philosophy. They believe in bottom feeding. Y'all know it. When we trade, it's for folks you don't even know about. Guys come in, they trade for bench players. Oh no, not this year. They went and got starters. Dogs, proven dogs. Impact guys. Y'all you got it. You look, I know it's hard for you to admit it, but it's the truth. Jerry Jones, as a GM, y'all say fire the GM. You ain't saying it this year. No. No, you ain't saying it this year. Y'all, no, Lordy. You ain't saying it this year. Y'all say fire him. I know. It ain't no fire the GM this year. No. You know, it ain't no. If anything, you asking, is there more? What else you got up your sleeve, Jerry? That's all you asking. Cause no, sir. Last thing, and I'm done. Brian Schottenheimer. I've been to said it. If y'all been up with me hanging on my show, I've been saying it for probably about the last 5 weeks. Brian Schottenheimer deserves to be in consideration for NFL Coach of the Year. No, there are better records. There are. But no coach has had to deal with what he got. Should I read you the resume real quick? A week before game 1, you trade away arguably the best player on this team in Michael Parsons. Just send the defense into total disarray. You ain't got nothing on defense. Nothing. At that time, it was Moses Smith and Jay Tor and linebacker Sanborn. Defensive, we ain't had nothing. We ain't had no pass rush. We ain't had nothing. Defense, horrible. Last ranked defense in the league. 8 weeks or whatever. Looked totally ridiculous. Everybody was saying it'd probably be the worst defense in the history. He had to deal with that. Had the number one offense, kept the offense afloat, win a few games, keep them afloat. Then you just change the entire defense totally with some of the names I just called earlier. Guys ain't played together. And in 3 weeks, the view of the Dallas Cowboys have completely changed while keeping your offense number one. Then you deal with the death of a player on your team. This is his first year. He ain't never been head coach. He had to be a leader. He had to deal with the adversity and still keep a team together. Then galvanize a team, get their mind right to play football. And then you beat the Philadelphia Eagles. And then you beat the Kansas City Chiefs. When everybody said you would lose to both. Oh, yeah. He deserves to be in consideration for Coach of the Year. Oh, it just ain't no doubt. It's no doubt. And I understand that New England coach Vrabel, who deserves it as well, from where he brought New England. If he was in it, I have no argument. Coach Vrabel has done a great job. If you want to bring in the Rams coach McVay, hey, I ain't gonna argue with you at all. I just said Schottenheimer deserves to be in consideration. I ain't say he should win it. I just said he should, and it just depend on what. If the Cowboys make the playoffs, Brian Schottenheimer deserves to be Coach of the Year. I don't care what the records are. Mr. Not Like Them 94. Yeah, you weren't saying that yesterday. You just mad. You just mad because we did what you didn't think we would do. You probably 2 weeks behind. I'll highlight your comment. You probably thought we would lose to the Eagles, and then you probably thought we were going to lose yesterday to the almighty Patrick Mahomes. Now you sick. Now you want to insult and say we trash. I bet you Kansas City won't say we trash. I bet you Kansas City won't say we trash. I bet you Philly won't say it either. A brand new day. Thanks to the trades. Thanks to Quentin Williams. What was is not no more. Detroit next. We'll see what Detroit have to offer. Gonna be a tough game, gonna be a physical game, and we're gonna have to come to play. We need to keep the same focus, and we'll go with it from there. All these haters, oh man, you're an Eagle fan. I know you salty. No, I think y'all, I ain't gonna say y'all trash. Y'all world champions. Bet you don't want to see the Cowboys no more though. I bet you that. You don't want to see us no more. We'll beat y'all by double digits next time. Y'all want to see this? Y'all want to see this offense no more? No, sir. I know you still mad. You ain't got. No, they the world champions until somebody beat them. I give them his respect. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. You need to worry about it. See, Philly, y'all still shell shocked. Y'all still shell shocked. Y'all still shell shocked because we beat y'all, and y'all still talking about us. Y'all still talking about us. When y'all got a game and just a couple hours, less than 2 hours away, y'all need to worry about the Bears, man. Good luck. I think y'all gonna beat the Bears. But look here, y'all better beat the Bears. That's all I'm gonna say. I got y'all winning. I got y'all winning. I got y'all, quote unquote, getting back on track. I got y'all beating the Bears in a few more minutes. But you better win. I'm just you better beat the Bears. Cause see, if you don't beat the Bears, then I gotta have another whole conversation with you, Mr. Not Like Them 94. Cause see, then you would only be a game ahead of the once dead Dallas Cowboys. You better beat the Bears. See, I already said y'all gonna win the division because I thought, it's too big of a lead. Then I thought y'all would be winning. I think y'all gonna win. And it may still be that way, but you better win. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Y'all struggling on offense. You know that. You better win. You don't worry about the Cowboys. Y'all ain't got to see us no more. Don't let that last tail whooping we put on y'all. Y'all, we'll see y'all next year. Okay? We'll see you next year. But for right now, you better let be like Gilly. Y'all love super fan Gilly. His dance don't look so confident right now. I saw him this morning. He don't look so confident. Y'all better worry about look. Y'all offense ain't just hitting on nothing right now. Okay? Y'all better get Saquon back going. I mean, we shut him down, as you already know. Hey. But maybe y'all can get them loose against the Bears and get back on track and start feeling just a little bit better. Maybe y'all can throw the ball to AJ in the second half of a game and let him, I'm just trying to help you out, But don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. We on to the Lions. We already left with Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my. Okay. I'm gonna change it. Lions, Eagles, Bears. We already lost to the Bears, so we lost to the Bears. A different team back then, but we lost them. But y'all better not lose today. You saying 40-10? My goodness, get right game. The Eagles. I'm gonna highlight him. Oh, Mr. Not Like Them 94. He said 40-10. The Birds fly, Eagles fly. Now, they were grounded last week. We put them boys in the cage. We'll let y'all out. Soon we got through with y'all. We let y'all carry it. Y'all going on the bus, plane. Y'all holler. We'll holler. Just get on out of here. Hey, y'all, you saying the cage gonna be open. All right. Fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah. Fly, Eagles, fly. Ooh-wee. You better fly. Because if y'all lose, Mr. Not Like That, I need you to come back to the show because that little one-game league gonna be kind of interesting. Wouldn't you say? Because y'all known for collapsing that. Need I remind you of just a couple years ago? I think y'all lost 6 out of 7 or something like that. Last 6 games or something like that. I don't know, Miss. That's why we on our way to Detroit. We gonna find out. What you think, Mr. Oh, y'all, I'm just having fun. Mr. Not Like That, you've been watching the TV. You've been watching the Cowboys. Well, you ought to know from experience because we beat y'all. But you saw we beat the Chiefs. What you think? Huh? The Detroit Lions, they're struggling too. And then I think they just lost St. Brown to an injury. I don't think he's gonna play our game. I mean, what do you think? You tell me. Let's see how real you really are. You see what the Cowboys offense is, huh? You tell me if you think we can beat the Lions. You tell me. Oh, because the offense is real. You know that. You look, out of all people in this chat, you know that the offense is real. I see you real. There you go. I see your answer. Yeah, you know. You know. See, I ain't got to tell you. See, all the haters, they know. They've been watching. Trust me. They've been on pins and needles hoping the Cowboys lose. Then soon we win. They get it. Look, here they come. I got an offense, Doc. I got an unstoppable offense. Did you hear what I said, Mister? Not like that. Like me, not Mister. Not like them 94. You understand? I got an offense that ain't no joke now. Yeah, it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. It's problems on the offensive side, Doc. And I'm sorry. Let me whisper this to you. Ever since the trade of Quentin Williams, my defense ain't no joke either. Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. I'm going to whisper it again because they don't want to admit it. But ever since the Quentin Williams trade and Logan Wilson and DeMar and Overshown came back, my defense ain't no joke. I got an offense that's been whooping tail all year. And now I got a defense that's shutting people down. Ooh. Mr. Not Like Them, y'all see his comment? Let's whisper it. We got an Eagle fan in here that is saying, listen, he's saying, man, y'all out the first round. And don't forget, we beat y'all game 1. Let me get that last part, then I'm gonna whisper the rest of the way. Y'all did beat us, Mr. Not Like Them, but this wasn't the same defense that y'all played in week 1. See, the defense that y'all played just a couple days ago, that's the defense now. See, we ain't had none of that. You do realize that, right? Now, let me get back to whispering. Do you notice that the Eagle fan, he says, man, y'all out the first round. What does that tell you about the Eagle fan? That tells me that the Eagle fan realizes that the Cowboys are about to go on a real run. He recognizes that the Dallas Cowboys just might run the table. Because Mr. Not Like Them 94 is a football fan, and he know real football when he see it. And he know right now that the Dallas Cowboys ain't no joke. Y'all have a good day. I'm out. Appreciate all y'all. I appreciate all y'all hanging with me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do it now, if you don't mind. As you can tell, I'm just having fun. See? Yeah. All right, but see, Mr. Not Like Them, it's not over. I'm anticipating y'all winning. It's not over because I ain't counting on winning the division anyway. See, you got it twisted. Let me help you. Right now, the last playoff spot is currently held by the San Francisco 49ers. They are 7-4. Cowboys are 6-5-1, which means Cowboys are technically only a half game out of the last spot of the playoffs. Now, Carolina's ahead of us. That's because they beat us. But Carolina not about to run no table. Now you can see where my aim is. I had already counted out the NFC East. Y'all can have it. We dug ourselves in a hole. Unless y'all lose to the Bears, of course. Now we got to have a conversation. But I'm not counting on y'all losing. I got my eye locked in on that last wild card spot. I really do. So now, since I said that the 49ers are 7-4 and the Cowboys are 6-5, it's a lot of football left, ain't it? Boy, I love it when a plan come together. Come on, visit me again, Mr. Not Like Them 94. We'll see you after the Detroit game. And I'll see all of you. I'm out of here. Appreciate y'all hanging with me. Tune in tomorrow at probably 3 o'clock. The Cowboys OG podcast. Myself, B-Bird, and Cowboy Joe will get in here and we'll talk about it again. All right? Until then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the one and the only. Ain't nobody like me. Yeah. I'm feeling like Ric Flair now. The Big Time Show.